is Shauna, the Advice Show. Thanks for trusting us with your advice.
I am Jamie.
Dasha, here to give you some advice.
Hi.
So here's a question. This person would like to know some advice on how to get my neighbor to stop texting me on the weekend when the dog is silently chewing on a bone or we're listening to music at 10 p.m. on a Saturday night. Please, thank you.
What do you guys think?
I mean, I am not a fan of passive-aggressive texting. I'm more a fan of face-to-face confrontation, and I would knock on my neighbor's door and tell them, 10 p.m. is a reasonable time on the weekend to be making noise, and that we need to come to some type of agreement regarding noise because you're not making a lot of noise.
Sounds...
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think there's two options. You can either say, fuck it, and ignore your neighbor, or you can try and have some sort of, like Dasha said, direct communication with them to sort of set some ground rules that you can both agree to.
Yeah. Thanks. So you're in a poly relationship and you're crushing on someone else who's poly/single that you've had a crush on for a while, but they're fucking a close friend of yours. What's the protocol/etiquette in this free love, sexy, crazed world?
So I think for this, there's really only one thing you can do, which is talk to your friend and see if they have any feelings about you hooking up with their hookup.
And what if they say it's okay, but their face doesn't say it's okay?
Don't do it.
Yeah, kind of like if they're like, yeah, that's cool, I wouldn't care.
I think also if you're gonna ask, then you have to be prepared to accept their answer, even if it's no.
And it could be fun. Everyone could have a great time, so try to approach it casually. It's cool. Yes or no. Either way.
Good luck.
Have fun.
So my partner had an eating disorder like 10 years ago, and she's been working towards unlearning a lot of fat-phobic thinking/behavior. Since we started dating, I've gained weight, and she admitted to me that sometimes she's embarrassed by my weight, and that's not something she wants to put on me, so she's working on it solo. She says she loves my chubs, so I don't know if she's objectifying it now or what's going on. Of course, this makes me feel crappy about my body sometimes. I used to be a lower weight, but also I don't give a fuck about whether she's embarrassed by me because I'm a big boy. BOI. How do I take care of myself in a situation like this while still being with this person?
Their partner is like working on their own fat phobia and body issues on their own without involving the person who wrote in.
Which is great.
Yeah, which is exactly what that person should be doing.
Great job.
I mean, it sounds like they're already involving the person in their fat phobia, number one. And I mean, if it was me, I mean, I have a giant red flag about relationships and people commenting on my body, that they should only say positive things to me about my body, number one. I mean, to me, this is, I don't know. I feel worried for you and this person in the future. I don't like it. And I don't know what to tell you to do about that, but it's not good when somebody puts their bullshit on you, especially about your body. And so that's what I have to say about that.
So I think it's good that your partner's working on things, and what I would say is if you're in a long-term loving relationship, and that's really good advice because that's serious stuff, and let's say you're like, okay, I'm gonna try to work it out, everything else is great, is for you all to just like make an agreement, like Ramdasha said, no like negative comments at all, and just like not even in your relationship, like when you're out in the streets, when you're out in the world, like just don't make comments.
When you're talking about yourselves.
Yourselves, like it's just like no, body self-love zone. Everything else you kind of work out. And also just like you want to know how to take care of yourself, keep doing what makes you feel good. Like if you have a hobby that you like to do, if you have an outfit that you like to wear, like just make sure that within yourself you're like doing what makes you feel great as like much as you can.
Also thinking about how we should all be treating ourselves and each other, the people that we care about, or like treating our relationships like a child that you're responsible for raising, and what sorts of things you want to put out onto somebody else and have them carry with them. And I think that included in that is definitely, hopefully, is for everybody, just like self-loving and loving of other people, and body positivity as part of that. And yeah, so I really like Shauna's suggestion of just in your relationship with each other and with yourselves and with the world around you, just no negative comments about bodies.
And until she works that shit out, she doesn't even get to tell you she likes your fat, your chub, like any of that, because of the other shit that's going on. So it's like, oh, you look great, I love your arms, I love this and that, but like,
You're so sexy, baby.
yeah, basically. So we have someone calling into the show today.
Ring, 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 ring. Who is it?
Hi, first time caller, long time listener.
Hi.
I've been a stone cold bottom for the past 5 years, and I primarily date femme dudes of varying genders. I present pretty masculine, but see it more as a cute accessory to my femme identity.
Okay.
The reason I'm calling
Tell me more.
is because when femmes step to me, they're often looking for a top.
Mm,
Not just
interesting.
Not just a top, a man.
Yeah.
Some femmes want this so badly for me, they ignore my direct communication and try to convince me, or sometimes even physically force me to be a top. I hate the disappointment that we both have when a sparky encounter fizzles, but more so the idea that my desirability is tied up in a heterosexual dynamic. I know this isn't going to change overnight, so how can I flip the script on this internalized misogyny and get to some hot bottom for bottom fucking?
Mm-hmm. Thank you so much for calling.
Frustrated bottoms.
Tasha?
Oh, me first?
Yeah.
Huh. Well, I mean, this is a predicament. I think it's the thing that it seems like a lot of semi-butch presenting. I'm not sure if you're butch presenting, but it sounds like from what the femmes are coming at you with that they're making some assumptions, and you know what we all know about assumptions. I don't know. I guess. I mean, it sounds like you said you're directly communicating and they're not listening, and you know, I guess people want what they want, and they don't listen. I mean, I guess my advice would maybe be, you know, go on a queer cruising page, perhaps on Facebook, and write what you want, directly, clearly, bottom for bottom. And you can have your pictures so they can see you, and maybe that's where you'll find your match. I feel for you.
It's so funny how all the language works, you know, because I'm just kind of like, what is bottom for bottom? And like, I think a good first step would be imagining exactly what you want. And maybe an idea is like telling us, you know, once again, good job on that direct communication. And also like going forward, like telling people exactly what you want. And maybe the first, be like, you know, I'm so sick of dealing with this. Like, I just want someone that's gonna like pound me, whatever it is you're into. And say like the first 4 times, like, you just gotta show me that you, like, you're ready and willing to do what it is you're looking for.
We also have a new concept for everybody today,
I really like this one.
which is about changing everybody changing their perspectives about what bottoming is and what topping is, and the new perspective, the new
Catchphrase. 'Cause,
catchphrase,
like, people
whatever.
need a catchphrase.
Need a catchphrase. Bottoming from the top.
Oh,
So-
wait, that's not the new catchphrase.
Service for service.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, no, the new concept, bottoming from the top,
I like it.
ultimately service for service. Psychologically,
Yeah, that
sort
is a
of
new one.
flipping what you're thinking about as what is topping, and more coming at it from a perspective
A service
of
perspective.
yeah, a service perspective, like this all for you, babe. And yeah, maybe thinking about it that way, and also maybe then of course you get your turn to sit back and relax.
Yeah, so service for service, you know? You're both servicing each other and you're into servicing each other. And so you're both getting fucked the way you want. And
But bottoming from the top and topping from the bottom sound, if you think about it, are the same thing.
service for service.
Service for service.
Service for service. We don't have any more questions.
Yeah.
Oh, should we do an outro?
Okay. I'm Dasha again, and thanks for sharing those really serious questions. I hope we were helpful. Tell your friends about us. We love giving advice when asked.
This is Jamie again. Also ask us about party tips, pet care advice, and love, sex, romance, petty arguments,
Roommate problems.
roommate problems.
That's a big one.
Yeah, especially in the petty arguments department.
Yeah. Fashion tips.
Fashion
Oh,
tips is
fashion.
Yeah, fashion tips.
Oh yeah, financial advice.
Financial travel. Food. If you don't know what to cook, you could ask us. I like eating. I have a lot of things that I like to cook. And you could also ask us about just about anything. Colors, job, like how to get interviewed. You're going on a job interview.
Oh, don't ask me that.
So you can find us at welovegivingadvice@gmail.com. Go ahead and send your questions there.
We don't even know if that Gmail account is free.
We're going to find out if it's available, and if it's not, we'll let you know.
Yeah.
Does our special guest want to say
a sign off.
sign off?
This is our production producer.
I'm the producer. Camera guy.
Creative director.
Overall
Thank you.
good vibes.
Okay.
Vibe guy.
That's it.